Okay, let me just say, before I begin this video, I want to apologize for the audio quality. I'm not rich like all these other dang people, so I'm using what I can. Alrighty, so anyway, this video took me a long time to make, so a like and subscribe would be very much appreciated. And with that being said, let's get right into this video. Call of Duty is dead and beyond repair. There might be a lot of people that disagree with this statement, and I mean, hey, if you still enjoy COD, then you go right ahead and keep playing it. But for me, and a large portion of gamers out there, that enjoyment has long been gone. I remember my first Call of Duty was Call of Duty 3, a game that I'm sure not many of you remember, but I remember I had a lot of fun playing, probably because I was so young, and that game is just really nostalgic to me. But anyway, I decided to play Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, and it was great. It was new, and it was a very fun game to grind out. This game also contained my favorite campaign mission, All Geared Up, the stealth one. I'm sure you guys remember it. Best mission ever made. Moving on to World at War, this introduced zombies, a game that the community loved to play. This game was also fun, and this trend of fun games continued on all the way to Call of Duty Ghosts. Every game from Modern Warfare to Ghost was amazing, and no one really disliked it. Now me, as for Ghost, I loved Ghost. I thought it was a great game, and it's still one of my favorite Call of Duties. This game added a new and refreshing game mode known as Extinction, which I loved, but many other people did not like it. They wanted zombies or whatever. I don't understand why that many people hated the multiplayer aspect of the game. To me, it was the same thing as previous ones. And that made me realize that, every game was just the exact same, but with a different can of paint. People were okay with it before, since the games were still refreshing, as the formula they created was still new to people with every game. But time would soon catch up to them, and people started realizing that COD wasn't that enjoyable. Then came Advanced Warfare, a game that once again people hated. But looking back on it, what was really bad about the game besides the introduction of loot boxes? Was the gameplay that much different from Ghost or even Modern Warfare, the very first Call of Duty that many people started playing? The only real gameplay difference was the addition of the exosuits, which people hated. But then came Black Ops 3, a game that really made loot boxes quite prevalent, and it also had exosuits. The strange thing about this is people enjoyed this game more than Advanced Warfare, and I don't understand why. You ask people, why don't you like Advanced Warfare, and they'll say, oh, the loot boxes or something like that. But the weapon variants or whatever, they weren't as bad as Black Ops 3 got. I mean, Black Ops 3, you had to pay for many weapons, and the thing is, you didn't even really pay for the weapons. You paid for the chance to get the weapons. But anyway, looking at the actual gameplay, it's basically identical, except now you'd rage if you got killed by a pay-to-win gun, and people now had specialists, which basically killed a large portion of the streaking up, which is a really fun thing to do in the game. But now you get on a streak and someone with just gravity spikes you, and boom, there goes that. Now this game for me was the last good zombies that I actually played a lot. Zombies was still refreshing to the community, since we really only got good zombies when Treyarch made the game. So every time there was a good zombies game, we'd have to wait years before another one came out. Now this game added a lot to zombies. Zombies was no more time where you could just jump into a game with your friends and shoot zombies, and bam, that was it. Games now lasted hours. And by doing this, the zombies community expanded a ton. Every map now had so much to it, and now there's a way to beat each one. But after this game, there was no real way to add something new and exciting to zombies without altering the core gameplay. The zombies in this game are so much better than the multiplayer, which probably explains why I have around 14 days played in zombies compared to a few in multiplayer. Then Infinite Warfare was released, and once again, the community hated it even though it was basically just a reskinned Black Ops 3. In thinking about Infinite Warfare versus Black Ops 3, what was really different about it? People were going bored of playing the same thing over and over again. They didn't want to play thousands of matches of Team Deathmatch or Search and Destroy or whatever it may be. There are some people that still enjoyed playing, but the community that started during the Modern Warfare era was growing tired of this worn-out formula. World War II thought, hey, let's really innovate our game by getting rid of the exo abilities, and the community loved it, and the game was fun for like a week or two, but all in all, it was the same game as all the previous ones. Games like Rainbow Six Siege, which were growing popular because it involved something new. There's a new formula. It wasn't just the same old COD. Black Ops 4 changed up the whole scenario by adding self-healing. Ooh, wow. The gameplay is still the exact same as it was before, but now after you get in a gunfight, you have to click a button every single time. And everything else is literally the exact same as every other COD. People thought, however, that Black Ops 4 was going to be great. But looking back on it now, it really wasn't that good. People just hyped it up because it was another Black Ops game. Zombies in this game also was a lot worse than the Black Ops 3. To me, it just felt weird and I personally didn't like it. The most current game, Modern Warfare, is the same exact thing and you get the picture by now. The only thing that was fun about this game was Gunfight. It was an actual new game mode and it was the only fun thing about it. Of course, I didn't even buy Modern Warfare, I just bought a copy from a friend of mine because I didn't want to buy a $60 game that I basically already had. To sum everything up, the Call of Duty franchise was doomed from the start, but they finalized the grave with the inability to create anything original past their Modern Warfare. They realized games like PUBG and Fortnite were in their eyes, so they regurgitated their own shitty battle royale. Instead of trying to create something fun and original like they did with their zombies, they just went for trying to gain as much money as they possibly could. That's why they introduced loot boxes, because the community was dying and they needed to make more money. The community hoped to go back to those good old days of Black Ops 1 and Modern Warfare, but that can't happen. Those of us that were there from the beginning and aren't enjoying COD anymore need to accept the fact that COD will never be as fun as it once was. Our enjoyment of the games has ended and it won't come back. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please do comment on if you agree or disagree with what I had to say. And if you are still playing COD, I would like to know what your first COD game was and how you think the games are staying fresh for you. Thank you guys for watching and I'll see you in the next video.